Before we begin graphing rational functions, we've got to pause and teach a supporting standard that will help you guys determine slant or oblique asymptotes in rational functions. The use of long division in polynomials is much like the use of long divisions with numbers. So we can go ahead and take a look at a problem that involves that here. We'll do 64 divided by 3. How many times is 3 going to 6? That's twice. That's going to be 6. Subtract. Bring down your 4. How many times is 3 going to 4? That's once. And that's a 3. Subtract. Get 1. 21 remainder 1 is your answer for this particular problem. Do the exact same thing when it comes to long division of polynomials. We're going to do a minus 2 on the outside of the division symbol. Inside is going to be a squared minus 9a minus 22 plus 9a minus 22. And now we're going to do our division. How many times does a go into a squared? That is a times. The other way to look at it is, what number times a equals a squared? And that's how we get that first number. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. We did 3 times 2 equals 6, except this time we will be multiplying each part of the binomial by a. So that's a squared minus 2a. Long division is based on place value. Long division of polynomials is based on the structure of the degree of each variable. So please make sure that you line up your a's and your a squareds appropriately. You'll see later on when there's a missing degree, we have to fill that degree in with a 0 value. Alright, now this part could be confusing. We got to be very careful. We are drawing a line and we are going to subtract the entire number from the numbers above. So that means we're going to distribute the negative through all of this. Okay? The easy way that I like to do it is, once you draw this line, you're going to change every single sign of every number. Otherwise, you've got to remember to put your parentheses here to help you remember that you're subtracting a squared and you're subtracting negative 2a. The important thing about this is that that changes to a positive. A check in every step of polynomial long division is right here. Every time you do this, these two numbers cancel out. If they do not, you have made a mistake. So please be careful about that. Here you get 11a minus 22, and then we start over again. What number times a equals 11a? And that's going to be 11. Now we multiply the 11 across both of the numbers in the binomial, and we get 11a minus 22. Draw the line, try and change every sign, or remember that you are subtracting the entire binomial, which means you distribute the negative throughout the entire number, making it negative 11a and positive 22. Remember, the check occurs at every station here, or every level of the long division. If this cancels out, you've done it correctly. If it does not, you have made a mistake in the number you are using. This turns out to be 0, so the answer to this is a plus 11 with a remainder of 0. So the answer to this problem is a plus 11. Easy way to check this is to just multiply this back out, and you will get your original number. Number 2. Y plus 7. y to the third plus 17y squared plus 15y minus 42. Take a quick check and notice that all your degrees are there in descending order, so we do not have to add in our 0 for any missing degree. What number times y equals 2y to the third? That's going to be a 2 and a y squared. So now I'm going to multiply that by every number inside the binomial, line them up appropriately under their degree. 2y to the third and 14y squared. Draw the line, change every sign, those both become negative. My check worked out, these cancel, so now I get 3y squared plus 15y. What number times y equals 3y squared? That's going to be a 3y. Multiply that by every number in the binomial, and I get 3y squared plus 21y. Draw the line. Remember, you're multiplying or you're subtracting this entire binomial, so remember to draw your parentheses if you don't like to change every sign. Either way, the check works out. That cancels. So now I have 15 minus, because I distributed the negative, 15 minus 21, which is negative 6y. Bring down the negative 42. And one last time. What number times y equals negative 6y? That's a negative 6. Multiply the negative 6 to every number inside the binomial, and I get negative 6y minus 42. Draw the line, change every sign. My check still works out at every level of the long division, and the answer to this is remainder 0. 2y squared plus 3y minus 6 is your solution to this polynomial division. Alright, number 3 introduces our first out of place step, or out of place degree, where we actually have to add in our 0. So a squared plus 0a minus 25. And now we're going to determine what our first number is going to be. What number times a equals a squared? A. Multiply the a through every part of the binomial, plus 5a. Draw the line, change every sign. My check works out because they cancel. Negative 5a minus 25. What number times a equals negative 5a? And that's a negative 5. Multiply that through every number in the binomial. Negative 5a minus 25. Draw the line, change every sign. The check still works because those cancel. This also cancels, remainder 0. Your solution is a minus 5. W plus 5 divided by w squared plus 6w plus 2. What number times w equals w squared? W. Multiply the w through every number in your polynomial or in your binomial, and I get w squared plus 5w. Draw the line, change every sign, cancel those out, and I get w plus 2. That's going to be a 1. Multiply that through, and I get w plus 5. Draw the line, change every sign, cancels, and I get negative 3. The solution here is w plus 1 with a remainder of negative 3 over w plus 5. Number 7. 7a plus 3, 42a squared minus 17a minus 11. Quick check of your degrees. Make sure they're all there. What number times 7a equals 42a squared? That's a 6a. Multiply that through every number in your binomial. 42a squared minus plus 18a. Draw the line, change your signs. That cancels. My check is still in place, and I get negative 35a minus 11. What number times 7 equals negative 35 minus 5? Multiply the negative 5 throughout the entire binomial. 35a minus 15. Draw the line, change your signs. The cancel is still there, so we've done it properly. 11 and 5 is 4. So the answer to this problem is 6a minus 5 with a remainder of 4 divided by 7a plus 3. 2p minus 4, 6p to the third. Quick check of the degrees, you'll notice one is missing, plus 0p squared minus 22p plus 2. Please make sure that you always fill them in because long division is always based on structure, order, and place value. What number times 2p equals 6p to the third? That's going to be 3p squared. Multiply 3p squared through every number in the binomial. 6p to the third minus 12p squared. Draw the line, change all your signs, cancel out, your check is still in place. 12p squared minus 22p. What number times 2p equals 12p squared? That number is 6p, so that's going to be 12p squared minus 24p. Draw your lines, change your signs, your check is still in place, so that's going to be negative. That's going to be 2p plus 2. And now I'm going to determine that the answer is 1. 2p makes 2p by multiplying by 1, so I get 2p minus 4. Draw the line, change your signs, and I get 6 as my remainder. The answer is 3p squared plus 6p plus 1, remainder 6 over 2p minus 4. Alright, the volume of the following solid is that. The picture reflects the dimensions of the length and the width. We're trying to find an expression for the missing dimension, the height. Now what we're going to do is first put these two together as length times width, because remember, volume of a rectangular prism is area of the base, which is length times width times the height. So we'll set this up with all of the values that we know. 2x to the third plus 2x squared minus 40x equals x plus 5 times 2x times the missing value h. The way that I determine what my missing value h is by dividing both sides by the length and the width multiplied together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use polynomial division to determine my answer. So we get 2x squared plus 10x on the outside, and 2x to the third plus 2x squared minus 40x on the inside. What number times 2x squared equals 2x to the third? That's x. I'm going to multiply this throughout the entire binomial. 2x to the third plus 10x squared. Draw the line, change your signs, the check is in place because they cancel each other out. I get negative 8x squared minus 40x. What number times 2x squared equals negative 8x squared? And that would be a negative 4. Multiply this throughout the entire binomial. Negative 8x squared minus 40x. Draw the line, change your signs, cancels, and the remainder is 0. The missing dimension, the height of the rectangular prism, is x minus 4.